Hello, I'm Sophie. I'm recording my journey through dementia with my parents. And tonight I wanted to shoot another video talking about a little bit about my mother. I actually saw my mother yesterday. I don't see my mother that much, but yesterday she came round and we spent some time together talking. And I was struck about various things. But one of the things that struck me and that I would like to talk about here is what's happening um, to her. So one of the things that strikes me is she's losing gradually the sense of what is appropriate to say and what isn't. Now, just to rewind the tape a little bit, my mother is in the early stages of Alzheimer's. And if you don't know she has Alzheimer's, depending on the time of the day and the yeah, whether it's a good day or a bad day. I mean, if she's in a good day and you meet her, you might not know. You might easily not know that she has Alzheimer's disease. She really is in this early stage where it is quite noticeable for us because we know her and we've seen the deterioration, but it's not necessarily obvious to other people. I hope that makes sense. But one of the things that I really have noticed is again this sort of loss of sense about what's appropriate to say and what isn't. And one of the things, she does now is she will talk about things sometimes in front of the children that they are not really supposed to hear. Um, and she seems to have lost the capacity for some things to feel when she has to stop or to feel how far she can go and when she has to stop. Um, and it's quite subtle. I'm trying to think if I have an example. Um, yeah, it's difficult for me to speak in terms of concrete examples, but it's something that's quite subtle. And in fact, that makes me aware of how subtle human relations and conversations and appropriateness and is really. All these boundaries are very subtle, aren't they? And sometimes what people say is not quite right, but you can't quite put your finger on it. You can't quite say what's not appropriate, but it just isn't. And that's what's happening with my mother, and what really struck me yesterday when she came, and what saddened me because it yeah, it's just sad and it makes it a little bit difficult to sometimes it's a bit embarrassing. um, and I don't like that. I don't, I don't want to be embarrassed by my mother, and it makes me feel sorry for her. But it just is a little bit embarrassing if I'm honest. And that does make me sad. But there you go. That's just something I wanted to record, because I think a lot of people often think Alzheimer's disease is just to do with memory loss, and they imagine that somebody with Alzheimer's is just, yeah, they just can't remember what they said, or they can't remember where they put things, or they can't, yeah, they it's just a memory thing. But actually it's not just a memory thing. It's it's the brain just is affected. So various skills that we have, I guess, just start deteriorating and just start disintegrating subtly and slowly, but in ways that, you know, carers and loved ones notice. There you go. That's what I wanted to share with you tonight, and I will say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.